Today, we're learning quadratic functions and vertex form, and I'm going to explain it in a way that actually makes sense. So stick around, and at the end, I'll show you the one move that lets you graph any parabola in under 20 seconds. That part alone is worth staying for. Now, before we talk about that, here's some real talk. Most people memorize the formula without understanding why it works. By the end of this video, you'll understand it and it will stick. Think about a basketball shot. The ball goes up, hits a peak, and comes back down. That path is a parabola. Every quadratic function creates the same curved shape. Vertex form is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. It's the clearest way to read a parabola's behavior directly from the equation. Today, we'll use this basketball shot as our running example. Every part of vertex form is going to describe something about the ball's path. So, you may have seen standard form, y equals x squared plus bx plus c. It's fine, but for some things. You can read the y-intercept right away, but it hides the vertex. So, you're going to have to do some extra work to find it. While vertex form, on the other hand, reveals the vertex immediately. The vertex is just hk, pulled right out of the equation. No extra steps and no time wasting. And lastly, the a value tells you direction and width at a glance. That's why vertex form is the form we want when graphing. Let's look at each part of vertex form. The a value controls direction and width. Positive a, parabola opens up. Negative a, it opens down. If a is bigger than 1 in absolute value, the parabola is narrower. If it's between 0 and 1, it's wider. The h value shifts left or right. This is a sneaky one. There's a minus sign in the formula. So if h is 3, the equation says x minus 3, and the parabola shifts right 3. Students flip this constantly, so make sure not to mess up. The k value shifts up or down, and is also the minimum value of y if the parabola opens up, or the maximum if it opens down. Together, hk is the vertex, the peak or valley of the parabola. That's the basketball's highest point. So let's have a worked example. Let's read this equation. Y equals 2 parentheses x minus 3 close parentheses squared plus 1. First, a equals 2. Positive, so it opens up. And since 2 is greater than 1, the parabola is narrower than the basic y equals x squared. Next, we have h equals 3. That means the vertex shifts right 3. Be careful, the formula has minus h's. So x minus 3 means h is positive 3. Think k equals 1. Vertex shifts up 1. So the vertex is 3, 1. That's the lowest point of the parabola. And the axis of symmetry is x equals 3. The parabola is a perfect mirror around that vertical line. Here's the method every time. Step 1. Plot the vertex. Pull h and k right out of the equation. That's the starting point. Step 2. Draw the axis of symmetry. It's a dashed vertical line at x equals h. Step 3. Pick 1 or 2 x values to the right of h. Plug them in and get their y values. Because of symmetry, you instantly have matching points on the left side and right side. Now, step 4. Connect with smooth curves. The a value tells you which way it opens, either up or down. Step 4. 4 steps. Same process every time. Once you have done it, graphing a quadratic takes maybe a minute, probably even less. Now the trickier version. Y equals negative x plus 2 squared plus 5. First thing, a is negative 1. That means the parabola opens down. So hk is now the maximum, not the minimum. The h trap. The equation has x plus 2, but vertex form uses x minus h. So rewrite it as x minus negative 2. That means h equals negative 2. The parabola shifts left 2, not right. This is where most students lose the points on the test. So pay close attention. Now k equals 5. So the vertex is at negative 2, 5. That's the peak. That's the basketball's highest point. Always rewrite the equation with a minus sign, explicitly before reading h. Now, pause video right now. Take 20 full seconds at least and work each problem on paper before moving on. Problem 1. Y equals 3x minus 1 squared minus 4. Problem 2. Y equals negative 1 half times x plus 3 squared plus 2. Problem 3. Write the equation for a parabola with a vertex at negative 1 is 6. That opens down with a equals negative 1. You done? Let's check. Okay, so problem 1. A equals 3. It opens up and it's narrow. H equals 1 and k equals negative 4. K equals, negative 4. Vertex is 1, negative 4. And the axis of symmetry is x equals 1. Problem 2. This is a sneaky one. The equation has x plus 3. So rewrite it as x minus negative 3. H equals negative 3. Vertex is negative 3 too. It opens down. So the vertex is a maximum. And since A equals 1 half in absolute value, the parabola is wider than usual. If you got that right, you really paid attention. Great job. Problem 3. Vertex, negative 1, 6. It opens down. So A equals negative 1. So the equation is y equals negative 1 times x minus negative 1 squared plus 6, which simplifies to y equals negative parentheses x plus 1 squared plus 6. Okay, so here's what I promised at the start. The technique that lets you convert any standard form equation in a vertex form. It's called completing the square. So for this example, let's take y equals x squared minus 6x plus 11. Group the x terms in parentheses. X squared minus 6x plus 11. Take half of the coefficient on x. That's half of negative 6, which is negative 3. Square it and you get 9. Add and subtract 9 inside the expression so you do not change the value. Now you have x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 9 plus 11. The first part factors into x minus 3 squared. The constants combine. Negative 9 plus 11 is 2. So the final answer is y equals x minus 3 squared plus 2. And the vertex is 3, 2. That's the move. Every quadratic can be converted in this way. Now, here's a cheat sheet. Screenshot this or find it in the worksheet linked in the description. Vertex form is y equals ax minus h squared plus k. The vertex is hk, always. The axis of symmetry, x equals h every time. Positive a opens up and negative a opens down. Now, if absolute value of a is bigger than 1, it means it's narrower. If absolute value a is less than 1, it means it's wider. H positive shifts right and H negative shifts left. K shifts up or down. That's everything you need to read a graph or graph any quadratic in vertex form. So here's a quick recap. Number 1, vertex form is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. 3 pieces, and they tell you everything. Number 2, vertex is hk, always. Watch the minus sign when h is negative, and watch the sign every time. 3, a controls direction and width if it's going up or down, and how wide or narrow it is. Number 4, to go from standard form to vertex form, complete the square. The practice, worksheet, quiz, and homework are all linked in the description below. Do the work. That's where it actually sticks. See you tomorrow.